Alright guys, it's Hattie, and I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to show you the full process to refurbishing a Samsung LCD. This is a Note 3. I know somebody requested me to do the S4, but I had a Note 3, and so that's what I'm going to do right now. First thing you do is you pull the LCD off of the frame. I can make a video on that and show you guys later, but for this video, I started with the LCD already off the frame. Okay, so what I do is I get separator wire. I'm not sure what it's called. You can buy it from anywhere, from eBay. Very thin wire. This machine that I have, it has a vacuum pump built in, and it has holes to where it sucks the LCD to the hot plate. I put it about 100 degrees on Samsung and about 80 degrees on iPhones. This is a Samsung, so it's on 100 degrees, the hot plate. 100 degrees. Alright, anyway, I use a tool, something like a screwdriver, and I use the roll of the separator wire. So how I start separating is I start on the corner, because if you start on the corner, chances are less likely that you'll rip the polarizer. If you start from the bottom going like this, most likely you're gonna end up ripping the polarizer. So I always start from the corner and I work my way to eventually straightening the wire out. So as you can see, I'm still hitting the corner, and eventually, as you can see, I work my way to putting the string through like this. And I just cut through, take my time. You don't want to rush this. Don't want to rush any part of refurbishing an LCD ever. It's something that you don't rush. Okay, now you have to be very careful when you go up to this flex cable, because sometimes the wire, it can rip the flex cables. So what I do is I start, I can pick a corner, either the left corner or the right corner, and I go above the end like this, and kind of how I started is how I'm gonna finish. Kind of finish it in a slant. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes your wire breaks. So in this situation, what I'm gonna do is just pull it out and rewrap it. But yeah, it's very, very important that you be very, very careful. When you get to the top, because you don't want to rip the cable. So what I do is I go to a slant like this, work my way down, be very careful, work your way through, and bam, it is separated. Okay. Stop the video. Now I'm going to clean the LCD off, and what I use is WD-40, which I buy in a can like this. Alright, so what I do is I spray WD-40 on the LCD. Alright, and I let it sit. I let it sit for a good 3-4 minutes. And the reason why I let it sit is to weaken the OCA. Because if you don't let it sit and you just try to take the OCA off right now, it's not going to come off easy. So what I like to do is I like to use a fresh plastic pry tool with sharp edges, and this helps me to remove the OCA on the LCD, and not to damage the polarizer, because if you use a metal razor, there's a good chance that you could scratch the polarizer. So that's why I recommend a plastic pry tool. And okay guys, I'm going to come back after I wait about 3-4 minutes. Okay guys, this is where I waited 3 minutes, and now I'm going to show you how easily the OCA comes off. You can't really see that well because yeah, you can't really see that well because the foam of the WD-40, I guess, is blocking your view, but I promise you it's coming off. Let me grab a pair of tweezers and show you what I'm talking about. You see how it comes off? May 21st. Wait, May 21st. Can't wait. And you just, you know, scrape your way on through. It's much easier like this than if you don't apply the WD-40 and weaken the adhesive. I know they've got plenty other adhesive removers out there, but I would recommend WD-40 because that always worked the best for me. Oh, and another thing I need to mention, this is a Samsung phone, so it's AMOLED. It doesn't have a backlight, so that's why I poured a lot of WD-40. On the iPhones, I apologize again, my SD card ran out of storage and I put one that has a lot more memory in it this time, so hopefully I'm not going to run out of storage. Alright guys, well, you get the point. Comes off really easy with WD-40, but this OCA with Loca in it doesn't. It's a little more difficult to remove. Like I said, this is the first time that I'm removing the OCA with Loca in it, and yeah, this stuff is really messy. I mean, because it's a combination of OCA and Loca. And I mean, those of you who've experienced with Loca know what I'm speaking about. I mean, it's very, very messy. Alright guys, well, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to finish it, and I'll get back with you after I finish cleaning this LCD. Okay guys, just wanted to show you that I've cleaned the LCD off. It's completely clean. I have a few specks of dust on it, but I'll take care of that. Alright, now to my next step, which is laminating the OCA on the glass. Okay guys, now it's time for the lamination of the OCA on the glass. Hold it. Alright, all you do is you put the OCA on the glass, you line it up, evenly line it up. Point here, point here. Now point here. Alright. That's how you do that. Alright guys, now you take the glass that you just laminated the OCA on and you put it on the LCD. Just be very careful when you do it. Just barely press in the middle like that. Lift it off and set it in your vacuum laminator. Okay, let me see the best place for lamination. Okay. Alright, I manually do it. Point at the screen. Okay, I manually do it. What I do is I do vacuum down, vacuum. Alright, so it gets right there, tie down. Then guys, you take the LCD and, you know, with some bubbles on it, see, and you put it into autoclave. Alright. I think autoclave with not that much heat is better than having too much heat. So what I'm going to do is lower my heat. Keep it at 30. Alright guys, see you later.